Hey everyone, it's Denise Brown from caringourway.com. I think of the caregiving experience as the great interrupter. We have plans, routines, systems in place, and then a caregiving crisis happens, and guess what? We've lost our routines, our plans, our processes. And I think after a caregiving crisis, it can somehow make it hard for us to go back to what we had created. We just seem to get completely derailed. And I saw that when I was caring for my parents. I tried stretching every morning. I really did. I wanted to stretch every morning and I just couldn't keep it up. After my parents died, I decided I needed to get back to taking supplements. And I had some supplements left. So I looked at the bottle and there were like 6 pills left. And each dose is 4 pills. So what I realized was I was in the middle of a dose and just stopped. I got completely derailed. Something happened. Something happened during caregiving that just made it difficult for me to go back to that bottle of supplements that's on my kitchen counter that I looked at every day and just never got back to. So I've been thinking, what is it that can help us start and keep a routine during caregiving? And I'd love your help in figuring this out. I've created a pilot program called CORE, and CORE stands for Creating Opportunities for Everyday Relief. It's this idea that we can create a routine and keep it to help us manage our stress. One of the reasons that I wanted to stretch every day is because I knew that would help me with my muscle tension because of how stressed out I was. And I couldn't do it. Something that I knew would help me, I just couldn't do it. And I really wish I had figured out a way to keep at it. And that's what I'd love to do in CORE. How do we start and keep good habits? So our core program includes a group on caring our way and regular meetings of support. I also think that we are incredibly accountable during our caregiving experience. We are keeping our caree alive. That is the highest order of accountability. When we lose our routine, it's not because we're not accountable people. It's because of the stress and rigors of our caregiving experience. And I want to create a supportive environment that's not about beating you up because you lost your routine, but instead understanding why and then helping you get back to it. So you can join us on caringourway.com. When you come to caringourway.com, this is what it looks like right now. So when you watch this video, it might look a little different, but the most important part is to look on the left-hand side, and that will stay the same. So you'll see a little star by Core Pilot Program. Just click on that and then join. And this gives you a preview of what's in basically our core course. And it's not a course you complete video by video. It's a course of ideas. It's a sea of possibilities to help you think through what does a good routine look like for you to help manage stress. So what I've pulled together are ideas for you. You could look through this and think, you know what? I already do some of this. Great. You're going to note that. You've already started your routine. And maybe there's one more element you want to add in. Great. You can look at the different options we have so that you feel like, boy, do I have a routine that helps me. Dream of Possibilities actually was inspired by a call I had with a client yesterday. She talked about how she manages stress by thinking of possibilities of her life. Just a little bit of a removal from reality for just a little bit to consider what's another a possibility for me. I'm here in my caregiving experience, but what if I wrote a book? while I'm here in my caregiving experience, what would that look like? And even if you tell yourself you don't have time to write a book, we don't listen to that voice. When we are dreaming of possibilities, we instead visualize our book, its cover, what we look like when we're holding it, how it feels to hold it. We are dreaming of possibilities. And that's a stress relief. There's other tools around helping you release a worry. There are audio messages you can listen to. There's a podcast, there's a book. There are different plans you could create. We have different content around taking a soul break that I create every month. And there's a particular soul break for a break from waiting. So if your stress is around waiting, that can help. All right, so there's the different options. What we're going to do is get together and talk out what's the routine for you. It might be that you start with one thing that is a routine that feels possible to do at least once a week. You've started, you have a routine. And then when you get used to that, you can build in more. Maybe it's an extra day. So instead of doing this one thing, one day a week that helps you manage your stress, you decide to do it 2 days a week. That's possible. It's not about making yourself crazy around your routine. It's really opening up to what's possible with a routine. I'll show you a routine that I started creating in the morning because I wanted to, again, go back to stretching. So there's a good morning routine, and I indicate when I do it every morning. And you're going to do something like this in the core program as well. Just indicate when you've done it. And this has been helpful for me to track how often I do it. So right now, my morning routine is I start the coffee, I make the bed, I stretch my muscles, I do vocal warm up, I check in with Snug, which is a check-in app, because I live alone. I want people to know I'm okay. So I check in with Snug. I'm a little hungry as I'm doing this video. That's why I said snack. But dinner is around the corner, so I won't be hungry for long. Okay, Snug. And then I play classical music, and then I write a good morning message. And that's my morning routine. And then I just note every morning that I do it. I didn't get to this morning routine waking up one day and saying, I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 7 things this morning. I actually started by really looking at brewing the coffee, making my bed. And then I realized I was doing a third thing, which is writing a good morning message, which is posted on Caring Our Way Monday through Friday. So I thought, well, I need to add that into my routine. I'm doing it. I should give myself credit for it. So it was coffee, bed, message. And then I was like, well, I need to stretch my muscles. And then I kept adding to it. It started with just a couple things. And that's really what we're looking at. What's possible for you? What's possible for you? And we want to support you as you think out what's possible. Okay, so we'd love for you to join us. It's free. You can join, you can create a routine, you can join our virtual meetings, you can join our virtual chats for our support. We'd love to have you with us. It will help me understand how to best support family caregivers so that they have a routine that helps them, that supports them, that makes it a little bit easier to manage the stress. Okay, so I look forward to seeing you on Caring Our Way in our core pilot program. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.